Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is smash the like button the way that female high school teachers smash their students, so this video reaches a wider audience. And now on with the memes. Number one, for decades, girls have outperformed boys in almost every subject in school except for math, and that it remains a problem for women. That's because math is about logic. Most girls will never be better than boys at math, just like most boys will never be better than girls at verbal skills. Being bad at math is also one of the reasons why they're so bad at chess. Then again, they play chess with real-life human beings, instead of figurines on a board. Seems like girl math has always been a problem. Up next, why is it that 3 billion people that live in Africa, the Middle East, and India have the automatic right to move to tiny Ireland and be supported by Irish people's welfare payments? Simple. Because most of them couldn't build up functioning civilization on their own at the same level. The Irish people never voted for this, but their leaders are obsessed with increasing GDP at all costs, even if it means the destruction of Ireland in the long term. Number 3, I love watching people when they try and hurt my feelings, but I'm so dead inside emotionally that I haven't been able to feel for many years now. I just don't respond when they do this. Zero body language, zero expression, and zero F's to give. Unlike Skeletor here, who still seems to be laughing at someone hurting his imaginary feelings. I don't even have enough energy to smile anymore. If Skeletor doesn't feel anything, then why is he still laughing? Moving on, here's something that might actually make you laugh. A man enters a woman's only poker tournament and cleans house beating 82 women. Is this proof that men are better at math? Note to self, next time I'm in Las Vegas, play poker at a table full of women. Yet the left will still claim that the only difference between men and women is our genitals. Yeah, how did that work out for the 82 women, and who took all the prize money? He didn't even break a sweat. Number 5, what do you call this? Is it Mount Bushmore? How about Mount No Accountability? Or the 4,000 Schwing Schwang Stare? What about Mount Moron? Whatever you call it, that's one great big mentally ill mountain. Too bad there wasn't more room for BLM Spice. All they need to do is add Hillary Clinton as Old Spice and Kamala Harris as Giggly Spice. Henceforth, they shall be known as the Spice Squad. Up next, if you had 2 bullets and there was an enemy and a traitor in front of you, if you were a boomer, you'd turn around and take out your grandkids. It's not exactly their fault. It was their parents coming in after World War II and providing a great lifestyle that ended up spoiling the boomers and every subsequent generation after that. I'm glad I wasn't spoiled and didn't get the entitlement complex. Boomers want a great life from beginning to end, and most don't care if they throw future generations under the bus full of debt to get it. Number 7, women demand a man with his own house, car, takes her on trips, and is tall with a six-pack. Meanwhile, when men say they prefer a woman that's not a single mother, women start to screech at them like they're the devil, shaming men asking who hurt us. They don't care enough to believe that you should expect anything from them. They want everything while providing as little as possible. If you tell women you prefer no tattoos, no piercings, and drug habits, they would lose their minds. Moving on, here are feminists in 1984 fighting to ban corn. They wouldn't do this today because these days they can profit off of it directly through Lonely Fools. I'm glad they lost their fight though, because a lot of men have gained a ton of freedom over our bodily urges, thanks to corn. Women back in the 80s understood that if men didn't need women sexually, then they would lose power. Today every man has a peep show in his pocket, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. I also like how they put that one token black woman out front. Number 9, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says Israel attacked Iran because it was planning on carrying out another Holocaust against Jews. I agree that eventually Muslims somewhere will get nukes and launch them in Israel. Israel is a small country, and half a dozen nukes would take out most of their population. Israel would retaliate, of course, but Jews would lose their homeland. Iran even tested an ICBM recently. They could in theory reach almost anywhere in the world. That's why I think that America attacked them too. Up next, how pathetic is it being the average father these days and sitting around like this waiting for your Father's Day BJ, which never comes. No pun intended. Being a married man is torture. He may be a father, but you know that the kid's mother settled for him if she doesn't want to give him BJs every single week. If you're going to date or God forbid get married in this day and age, find a woman that's entirely turned on by you so you don't end up like this sour simp. Number 11, what pronoun would you use here? How about moo or possibly ba? Her lips and eyes still look feminine though. She needs to do something to fix that, otherwise a man might actually find her attractive and hit on her. Maybe we should start asking women like this who hurt you because you see a lot of pain in their eyes. It was probably some Chad that smashed her on the first week of college and then ghosted her, and now she's pissed and doesn't want another man like that to touch her ever again. Moving on, is this a real card? Because I'd love to have some in stock when I go to weddings. Because this might actually save a man's life. Most men want to go home to peace and quiet and not a war zone to fight it out against their wife. If you think the cover of this card is funny, then just imagine what it says inside. Most women argue with their husbands because they're bored and negative attention and drama is better than no attention. But the best relationships are the boring ones. Number 13, women everywhere are probably rejoicing, and Leonardo DiCaprio is ending his 25-year dating rule, and now has a 27-year-old girlfriend. Is he feeling the pressure to become a father? But out of all the women he's dated, he picked the one that looks the most like a man. And what's up with her super elongated neck? She looks evil and he looks tired. You know that if he marries her, this won't end well. Maybe Diddy being behind bars has changed things too. Up next, this man is going viral after revealing that he's been married for 15 years and hasn't had a single argument with his wife. I don't see a wife. I see two dudes standing uncomfortably close together at the bar. But of course he never argues with her because she gives him handjobs from heaven. If he did try and pull something, she could easily throw him out the house. And I mean literally. Her biceps are bigger than his bald head. Blink twice, buddy, if you need a little bit of help. Number 15, this student will get 20 grand after being suspended from school for using the term illegal alien. The term illegal alien is an actual term, and being punished for saying it definitely violated his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Unfortunately, these days, you just know that the person suspending him from school won't be punished, and will probably receive a promotion and pay raise instead. Moving on, I can't wait until someone turns loose AI video to make every Ernest movie I've ever wanted to see into a real movie. I can just hear Ernest say this right now. I think we got probed, Vern. Other titles would be Ernest Goes to North Korea, Ernest Goes to Gender Studies College, Ernest versus the Woke Mind Virus, Ernest Goes to Bohemian Grove, and Ernest Goes to Gaza. My favorite of them all is still the first one, Ernest Goes to Camp. Number 19, this woman asks if someone not ugly can actually treat her right. Yeah, look how ugly she looks in the profile picture, and odds are she thinks almost every guy's chopped. Some Chad smashed her one time, and now she knows her worth and refuses to settle. More women need to run their faces through FaceApp to swap their gender to male, and then ask themselves if they would date themselves. Most would probably say no. Up next, the Lucid Dreaming Company says that they can actually start getting people to work in their sleep, because that's exactly what you need to do. Go to work after an 8-hour shift in your dreams. I'm caught somewhere between I could really use an extra few hours of productivity, and this sounds like a dystopian nightmare. Looks like the show Severance wasn't a suggestion for our future. As soon as some people start working in their sleep, we will all be forced to work in our sleep. Number 19, this guy definitely wins at the Simple Olympics. His wife slept with 30 men while he watched, and then revealed their secret to everyone at their wedding. Yes, my dudes, he revealed that he's a cuck at his own wedding. Abdul got the rocks. Everything was so much better before people became this proud of their perversions. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an ad for her Lonely Fools page. Also, men like him are the reason that the hotel chair faces the bed. Moving on, tell me you live in a diverse, vibrant neighborhood without telling me. Welcome to Canada, where even the Kias aren't safe anymore. I don't know about you, but if I saw this sign and I was a car thief, it would just make me want to steal this Kia even more. Just for the challenge of it all. If I could even read. Life's a big game, and you know that one day, if this insanity continues, civilization itself is going to die of too much diversity. Number 21, meanwhile in Spain, there are groups of anti-tourist activists soaking Britons on vacations with super soakers. Meanwhile, illegal migration to Spain has increased by 82% in the last 3 years. Yet they're more worried about tourists. They're pissed off by annoying foreigners staying for 2 weeks pumping money into their economy, while at the same time excited about annoying foreigners staying forever sucking money out of their economy. Up next, here are all the jobs that your average graduate with a gender studies degree will get. But I'm sure that there are still jobs like barista that she's qualified for. Either that or being a gender studies professor. Back when I was in college, the brightest students were often competing with each other to go into the master's program and eventually become professors themselves, making 6 figures, never leaving the educational industrial complex. Number 23 is the Fun Spot Arcade, the world's largest arcade in New Hampshire. When I went there, just my luck, there was a power outage, so the machines were all down. Luckily, I went back the next day early in the morning and interviewed Bob Lawton, the founder of the Fun Spot back in 1952. I still have the footage and I'll put it out one of these days on my travel channel. Bob was so based that he never shut down for COVID either. Moving on, this teacher was fired for grooming and abusing a schoolboy after lying about him raping her. Now they're blaming the boys they raped for their own bad behavior. This is probably how so many of these female teachers get away with it. They threaten the boys and tell them that they'll Me Too them if they don't shut up and stop giving them their swings. If this happened in India, he would be the one in jail and she would have been rewarded. Number 25 on the last one, Andrew Tate and Bonnie Blue did an interview, and he asked her if she's a transformer. Just kidding. This interview came out after she was kicked off of Lonely Fools, so she probably did it to get some final attention and donations before she fades into obscurity, because she can no longer make $8 million a year off of OF. This isn't the craziest link up, because he's a pimp and she's a hoe. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm, and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate at the PayPal subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.